It's the Vandal Hour.
Double S on the track.
NYC. This is the Vandal Hour on scene. We're here at the Street Art Expo 2016, and I ran into a guest here. Vamp is in the building, man. Vamp, introduce yourself.
Vamp 1, WRB, KRT, WB, NFG, Queens all day.
Shout out to Queens, man. Listen, Vamp, you got a booth in here tonight. How's things going so far?
Yeah, believe it or not, it's pretty popping, to be honest. And when at first, you know, when the doors opened and whatnot, it was kind of slow. But it's picking up, it's popping. Everybody's making money. Everybody's having a good time. And there's a lot of talent on the floor, too, bro. A lot of talent. A lot of talent.
A lot of talent, good vibes in the building. Let me ask you this. How did you find out about the expo today?
My boy JM, WB Crew Friends, he put me onto it. And then I also heard through ALSKI as well, too.
Okay, definitely. Shout out to ALSKI.
ALSKI OTC.
Definitely, later on, we'll definitely step by Vamp's table and we'll definitely get some scenes of what's going on over there. Let me ask you this real quick, because we are a graffiti and a hip-hop show. Hip-hop wise, who are you listening to right now?
Let's see, hang on.
Oh, right.
Hang on. I gotta bust it out.
This is how you know it's the truth.
Yeah.
This is how you know it's the truth.
Alright, so I got a lot of MMG.
Okay.
A lot of MMG. Even though everybody hates Meek Mill, I still feel Meek Mill. Alright?
That Dream Chasers 4, waiting
Yo,
on that.
come on, man. You know, a lot of 50 G unit.
Of course.
You know, and that's it right now, really.
Right, listen, man. It's Vamp, E Sinatra NYC. It's the Vandal Hour on scene Street Art Expo 2016. Peace. E Sinatra NYC is the Vandal Hour on scene here live at the Street Art Expo 2016. And of course, J-Lo YNN is in the building, man. Please give him a little something.
Hey, what's up, y'all, man? Y'all can follow me on Instagram, J-Lo YNN. That's Jaylo YNN. Portraits, murals, for the cheapest prices probably in the whole state of New York. And I can actually get every detail. So send them photos to me. My email is also ynn.jlo@yahoo.com. So it's spelled the same way. I'm over here at the Elks Lodge in Queens, you know, and of course I'm a Prince Hall Mason, and I'm gonna make that public. You already know, Royal Lodge in the house. I got stuff at the table in the back. I want to first and foremost shout out my partner Vito, who came here to assist me. You know what I'm saying? Because after this, it's 2 more shows and then 2 more shows. You know what I'm saying? I got them lined up like a hip-hop artist doing tours. So, and this is all on my own recognizance. I do these shows myself. I promote myself. It is what it is. Like I said, you want some good, top quality work, get at me. I stick by my brand and word. Word is bomb.
And listen, man, I went by the table. A lot of good work for good prices. Also, he was on the Vandal Hour radio show at DTF. Always been a guest, official dude, Jack. Tags and hash as well, so make sure you go check that out. Big shout out to J-Lo YNN, always holding it down with us here at the Vandal Hour. It's the Vandal Hour on scene, y'all. Peace. Vandals, you know what it is. It's your boy E Sinatra NYC. This is the Vandal Hour on scene. We're here at the Street Art Expo 2016 and ran into a good man today who goes by the name of Gano, man. Introduce yourself to the people.
Gano Grills, peace.
Gano.
Yep.
There you go. A lot of people know, familiar with the face, just like we are. A lot of work you're doing. Just is there something that you got going on right now that you want to let the people know?
Right now, just really, there's some other things that are separate, you know, from the graffiti world. But really, you know, I would just say it's important for all the Vandals to have some kind of evolution, so you're not, you know, you have growth. You shouldn't have the same hand style year after year, you should be expanding your creative talent. So that's really important.
Definitely. And how did you hear about the Street Art Expo that's going on today?
My man Stem, you know, we support each other. We support each other throughout the year. So I wanted to come and, you know, show my support for him and, you know, just make sure I make a presence.
Of course. And shout out to Stem. I walked by the table a few times, a lot of good work on there. And you also can catch some of his artwork up on our set at the Vandal on DTF Radio, 11 p.m. every Saturday night. Do you have a hip-hop vibes, music vibes? Because we are a graffiti and hip-hop show. Do you listen to hip-hop? Are you into the hip-hop scene?
You know, I do listen to hip-hop. But I don't listen to, you know, 440 gigahertz. I don't really, you know, I like Kendrick Lamar, but I have to listen to it in dosages because the gigahertz are very, very damaging on your chakra system. And the things that I know about certain hip-hop, I tend to lean away from it. So, you know, if I work out or I need extra energy or I need a certain aggressive energy to do certain things in the gym or something like that, I'll turn on some, you know, NWA or something like that just to get me through the rigors of it, and then I have to detach from it. In terms of current hip-hop at the moment, I couldn't really tell you, you know, I'm from the old school, so, you know, I really, really like hip-hop, the earlier hip-hop, but, you know, of course I like Nas, Jay-Z, I like real lyricists. I used to be a rapper myself, so that's one of the things that I listen out for is who's saying what your lyrical content is and things like that, so that's really my personal preference.
And you don't dabble with the rap anymore? It's just something in the past?
Yeah, it's in the past. I left the rap, I left the lyrics aside. It's funny, I think some of the lyrics that I had back then would be comparable today. I was always a conscious rapper, you know what I mean? But I lost the desire for it because me being an actor, that basically eclipsed my desire to pursue being a rapper. And I got to an age where I said, you know, what do I look like being a 30-some-year-old rapper? And I just kind of really stayed in the lane of being an actor because I was doing all three at the same time as an active graffiti artist and being a lyricist. But my love for being an actor is something that, you know, I could be 80 years old and still go back to doing Shakespeare, doing plays, movies, and TV shows. Whereas, you know, as a man, I think that you have to really, really have something powerful to offer if you're going to be 35 years old plus being, you know, a rapper. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this: if there was somebody who was younger generation coming up and looking forward to get into the acting world, what would be a few words of advice that you would give to them?
I would say it's important to have, and this isn't just with acting, it's across the board. So you have to have something to offer.
Wow.
And you have to have a skill level. So what I tell people in terms of, even if you're an MC, if you're a graffiti artist, what's different about you that's going to make others pay attention to you? What's going to set you apart from all of the other thousands of people who have done it or are trying to do it? You know, what is your particular stamp? And it's important for you to know the question or know the answer to that question before you even begin. I think it's important for people to pay dues. And pay dues really means a period of time in your life where you've exhausted a certain amount of application, where you've done everything you can to maturate and develop and hone your skills to the point where you become an expertise. So the algorithm means, like, if you do anything for 5 years, you're considered an expert at it. So when you see people that have been doing things for 10, 15, 20 years, they should be superior at what they do. And that's why I say I think it's important for people who proclaim to have some kind of prowess in the graffiti game. They should have some kind of evolution. I should see a big change in your work from 5 years ago. I should see a leap in your evolution. If that's not there, that means that you're stagnant. You know what I mean? So my advice would be, whatever it is that you're doing, submerge yourself deeply inside of it. All of the people that you think are great, study their material, develop your own style as a result of what it is that you're seeing. And eventually you will have your own unique voice and you'll have something to offer to the game, as opposed to maybe riding on somebody else's coattail or something like that. Everybody has a unique individuality to offer, but that has to be brought out through repetition, years of training, paying dues, all of those terms are interchangeable.
I agree. I mean, if you have a skill, even if you're good at it from right out the gate, it's something that you constantly have to work on because there's so much competition. And as he said, in any part of life, whether it be music, acting, or life itself in general. Let me ask you this: being an actor, do you go about picking your roles? Is there certain roles that you would stay away from?
20 years ago, I didn't have that lens of discretion when I went for things. Today in 2016, yes, I'm not going to be the dude that, Nicolas Cage is smacking back and forth in the alley, no more pool stick table, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that anymore.
I understand.
And I'm very, very selective about it. I've actually turned down quite a bit of things because me personally, and let's just use an example. There's a show called Empire that's really hot right now,
That's
right?
a big show on TV right
One of my boys named Tobias just got on there. He plays the guy that runs the Aces, and he had to have this kissing scene with Juliet Smollett. I believe he's the lead. I don't know if that's his name, but he plays the guy that sings on the show.
Yes.
So when I saw that episode, I said, wow, he really crossed that line, and I know he's not gay, or I think he's not. Even if he is, that's on his thing. But I called him the next day because I DVR'd the episode. I said, man, really? He said, hey, again, I know, man, I had to do what I had to do. And he's okay with, I don't really know if he fathomed what's going to happen after this, because now forever he will be identified as question mark or something like that. So a lot of times that's really analogous or synonymous to someone potentially selling their soul, because you have to live with what you put out. And the moment you realize that, and I learned that when I did Oz, I learned it when I did In Too Deep, the people that see what you do, that's stamped in time forever. And when people see you, they make you synonymous with that. So you have to be comfortable with the imagery that you project to the world, because you can't take that back. It's really like somebody pulls the trigger to the gun and you shoot somebody. You can't take that bullet back. You can't apologize for that. Like, that action is written in stone forever. So it's important that people have a very, very clear demarcation and principality behind, the things that they do.
And I just wanted to say this. You heard him say it before. It doesn't make you a fool to turn some stuff down. You know what I mean? Because as the man said, whatever you do now, before or later in life, is going to stick with you. And that's how people, for some reason, will label you. So it's very important that you think about what you do. There's no problem in doing homework and doing history and doing research, and even stopping by and speaking to somebody like this gentleman here and finding out what it's all about, man. I just want to say thank you for giving us the time, for coming out. This is the Vandal Hour on Scene. And once again, y'all can catch us on the Vandal Hour on DTF Radio, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. every Saturday night. Graffiti and hip-hop. We from the bottom, we from the core, and we appreciate all the love and support. And a big shout out one more time to Gano for stopping in, y'all. Peace.
Yo, one of the best interviews.
You know what it is. It's your boy E Sinatra NYC. This is the Vandal Hour on Scene here at the Street Art Expo 2016. And of course, standing next to me, no introduction needed, but I'll give it to you, Mr. Ralph McDaniels.
Yo, what's up, y'all? How y'all feel out there? We here in New York City. Big up the Street Art Expo. Big up my man Jamie. Big up everybody who came out today. This is epic right here. I was there when he came in with this idea, and I was like, do it, man. Because that's how we've been doing for years, man.
And let me tell you, I've been to a couple of events, whether it be charity, art related, and this man is always there supporting the cause. So definitely big shout out to you. And of course, Video and Music Box, classic. Everybody knows that. What you been up to lately, man?
I'm working on a couple of projects right now, a couple of documentaries. Just in like a straight, like content film for rules and regulations.
Okay.
Look out for that. I got the Hip Hop Film Festival NYC coming in August, first week of August. That's going to be in Harlem, right on 125th Street at the theater there on Fifth Avenue.
Okay.
And what else, man? I direct a couple of things here and there. Just to have some fun.
You're always busy. Oh, matter of fact, yes, Mr. Ralph McDaniels also has a booth today. They got the music out, and he's been doing this thing. We just want to say from the Vandal Hour, man, we appreciate everything that you've done for us and all the time, man. You're a legend for our boys, man. It's the Vandal Hour on scene. Ralph McDaniels, peace.
Vandal Hour.